When we began dating in 2019, and we sat and we sat and it was a problem. Actually, it was a problem that we were seeing maybe around the CU, people who are dating, maybe sometimes you'd hear someone is cohabiting, and you try to follow up what actually led to this. You realize that there are some boundaries actually that they are not keeping. So we sat, and one of the things that we discussed is maybe when we are meeting, there's a way she should dress, not in a manner that is so suggesting that can actually can lead to something else more than just that meeting. And also avoiding, as of course sometimes we would meet the two of us, but we would limit that, and even the time that the hours, maybe not late at night, to avoid finding ourselves. And we do tell ourselves that actually we are not so strong. We shouldn't think that we are so strong that we can't do this. So instead of thinking that we are Christians, we are Holy Ghost filled, we should know that we are also human beings. We have flesh, and therefore should not be so close, that closeness of that of the. She can help me finish that.
Yeah. That is being so close physically. And also another thing is being open to one another. So openness inaleta some freedom that you are not just like really couples or anything, but you are just friends. You can freely interact and tell, hey, by the way, hey, unajua hii story nini. You can share on the movies you watch, on the what, like really getting the views.
I would advise to people, or it's good for people to be free to express, so that I want to do something that itamfanya anze ku, because actually this impurity begins in the mind. So there's something that I might do, or even the conversations that we have. There's some things I might be talking about with her that actually they are not helping, about actually they are bringing her towards this sexual sin. So it's good to mind, to actually to put it into consideration after you have decided that you want to live a pure life, because actually it's a decision. When someone once says that it doesn't matter when at the times we meet, we can meet even at saa saba usiku tunaweza meet tu tuongee, or people should be aware that we are meeting. People, we can watch any movie that we want because we are born again. It has led many actually to sexual sin, because you'll end up conversing or watching something that at the end of the day you end up doing that thing that actually you never wanted to do.
The importance of being open and setting boundaries, I will say, is that both of you should look at the end goal. What is the end goal of us doing something, or what are we looking forward to? If you're looking forward to marriage, wouldn't want to do something, you'll be like, 10 years ago, why did we do such a thing? And also trying to look at your that is your partner, how would it affect the person? And if you really love someone, you wouldn't want to do something that will end up disturbing their mind. And it narrows down to even the love of God in our hearts. If we really love people genuinely with the love of God, we wouldn't want to hurt them or try to lure them to sin, or to lure them to going astray.
Most of the students that who date, they think, and with the freedom, of course, people tend to stay together with many excuses, matters, rent, to share rent, to cost share, to reduce the cost, and that actually would lead to sin, even if you never intended that. So keep boundaries, and also if maybe those who are already into this, that you are already into this sexual sin, there's hope. The Bible says that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and light, that out of that darkness it can shine you out, it can lead you out of it, and there's redemption, there's hope for you. And I believe that you can just trust in God, and you can desire and can make a decision of living a pure life. Having sex doesn't mean that someone loves you. It is not something to show you that someone really loves you. Actually, someone who loves you will not do something that is going to destroy your body and or something that is going to affect you in any way. Someone who loves you would want you to be in a good health, in a good state, and not to do something that is against the will of God.